If you have been here before, welcome back. And if you have not been here before, I do not normally look like this. In light of spooky season finally being here, I've been saying that for like a month, I thought it would be fun to take a little bit of a break from crocheting from my channel and do a more fun video. It's fun for me at least because I love making fun of myself. But I'm going to be reviewing my old Halloween costumes throughout my childhood and I guess a little bit into my 20s and doing a tier list on them because why not? It sounds like fun. I have my candy corn sock monkey here in case anybody did not see my last video. This is my little friend. So I messaged my mom and I asked her to send me every picture that she could find of me growing up with my Halloween costumes because I did not have a phone when I was a kid. And she has all the pictures. And then I coincidentally was given a ginormous stack of photos. Is this half? No, this is it. Of photos from my grandmother. And I just happened to find a bunch of Halloween pictures of me when I was a baby in that too. So it was perfect. So I have collected every photo that I could find of me during Halloween season as a kid dressed up in some way. My sister is also in some of these photos because, you know, I grew up with her. I stood next to her when the photos were taken. And so we are going to go over the Halloween costumes I had. I'm going to tell you guys what they are. I'm also going to tell you whether I made the costume or bought it. And I will let you know what age I was too. I'm going to try to remember. All right, so starting off, we've got my first Halloween. I know this for a fact because my mom told me. So I'm being held up here by my grandma, as well as sitting next to my sister, who's in a little witch costume. My costume is a leopard, perhaps? A cheetah, maybe? A baby large cat? I'm not sure. It's like a onesie with leopard print or cheetah print or something like that, and ears. So call it what you want. Also, I'm sorry, there's like a plane going over my house right now. So based off the fact that we've got very simple costume but very cute baby, I'm going to put this little baby at a B because I think that there could have been more effort, but also could there have been? I was very small. Would that have been bad? I would have just been like even crankier than I probably already was. Moving on. So this next one is me in my second Halloween. I'm also standing there next to my sister. She's a little ghost, and I am a little lion. It looks like they painted up my face with possibly an eyebrow pencil or lip liner, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's paint. It don't look like it though. They've got me propped up on the counter here with some jack-o'-lantern buckets for candy. A little more effort here in this year because I think it was just a little more big. I probably picked the idea that I wanted a little bit. We've got a running theme of cats so far. That explains a lot of my love for cats, I would say. I'm gonna put this little baby at a B as well. This is a featured photo. I believe this was the lady's house who I would go to daycare at. It's me and my sister standing next to some pumpkins that looks like we painted them, or I think maybe put stickers on. Maybe we had a little pumpkin day there. And I just thought it was horrifying. I don't know what's on my face. I am not sure what's going on. I thought this was a very eerie photo and I was going to share it with you guys because I guess maybe we made masks. I don't know what they just have feathers on them. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be something. I was like probably like 2 or 3 in this photo. So I don't know what's going on, but I wanted to share it with you. Okay, I've got quite the face going on in this picture. I think I was like 3 in this picture, and I am a ladybug, as you see. This one's giving me an eerie feeling like I'm about to attack somebody as a 3-year-old. She's going in the category C because I'm afraid. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is my 4th Halloween, I believe, and I was Snow White. I used to love Snow White. That was like my favorite princess when I was really little, and I still love the movie a lot. Kind of put it on for Halloween time because it's kind of scary in the beginning, and I love it. But yes, I've got my little shoes on. I've got the tiara, the dress. I even have that same little bucket, the jack-o'-lantern bucket. she's a queen, to be honest. She's going right into the S tier, okay? Can we blame me? Look at that queen. Look at the smile on that face. Look at when my hair was still like red and like a strawberry blonde red. Look at me with my brown, ugly, not red hair anymore. Okay, this was, I believe, my 4th or 5th Halloween. I don't know exactly, but I was Dorothy. My Nana made me this costume. Very round of applause for Nana, everybody. She used her sewing machine to make it, and then they got me a little matching shoes and like a little thing to carry Toto in. That's the dog's name. And it was really nice, actually. I remember going to, I think, school in this costume, and just everybody being like, oh my gosh, you're Dorothy. And I was just like, yeah, and who are you? And it was really fun. We're going into category A for this baby because of Nana's hard effort. All right. Scoobert Doobert. Okay, so this was my 6th Halloween. This was when I actually had moved to Arizona for a few years. That's how I remember. But yeah, I was Scooby-Doo. I believe that my mom was Daphne. I don't know if it was the same year or not. It would make sense. But she was Daphne for 1 year, so it would make sense that I was Scooby. But yeah, I actually loved this costume so much. I had so much fun walking around on all 4s and like pretending to be a dog. Am I a furry? We're gonna put Scooby-Doo in category C because there's not too much going on, but it's still like a good costume regardless. Okay, this year, I believe I was 7, I decided that I wanted to be the devil. I'm not sure who decided to paint my entire face red. I don't know if that was my idea or not. It's kind of horrifying, to be honest. But, you know, I'm serving. I definitely feel like my face shows a bit of discontent, especially with the really messy black lipstick on. I'm sure I was not having a good time under that. I do not enjoy wearing face makeup. I'll do like blush and like a little bit on my eyes, and that's it, because I don't like having stuff on my face. So this was probably sensory overload for sure. We're gonna go in the category of D for this one because honestly, she's not giving. The black eyebrows are terrifying too. I have so many negative things to say about this costume, but I was a child, so, you know, whatever. I'm allowed to bully my younger self. Who cares? All right, I thought of putting a trigger warning for this one because my sister's costume is horrifying. I decided to be Scream this year. I believe I was 8, and she decided to be an emo girl. This is what emo girls looked like back then. I cropped out the bottom of the bottom photo because that would definitely probably be triggering / get me flagged. Very, very controversial costume, but back when it was like 2009, who cared, you know? So for this year, pretty mid. We're gonna go E. I'm not gonna give myself an F because self-love, but we're going with an E because no effort. I actually remember not enjoying being in the costume too because of like the breathing and stuff. It was fun to be like in a mask, but solely for the fact that people couldn't see me. Not being able to breathe made it pretty miserable. All right, so this is a point where I have moved back to where I'm currently living, and this was my first Halloween back. I believe I was 9. This was called a cheerless leader. It's supposed to be like a zombie cheerleader, but she's supposed to, you know, not have any cheer. I look very happy, so clearly I missed the memo on that. Definitely didn't do my hair myself. Shout out to mom. We're gonna give her an A because she looks cute. She's smiling even though she's not supposed to be because cheerless leader. The only reason that it's not an S is because the shoes definitely do not match. Girl, what? I only had 1 pair of shoes though, so well, you know, what was I supposed to do? Go barefoot? I probably would have when I was that age. All right, I have been waiting for this one. Now, this one isn't like too cray-cray on the like pizzazz level, but this is the first costume that I ever made myself. I was 10. This is the Shufflebot from the LMFAO Party Rock Anthem video. I was obsessed with that video and that group for a while when I was like 10 because, I don't know, it was popular at the time. They were like fun, different kind of vibe than what I was used to hearing on the radio. Yeah, so my Nana helped me sew the skirt, and I cut like a box up to put my head into, and I wrapped it with gold wrapping paper and put like a mesh material for the eyes in there and a little bow so you knew I was a girl. And I rolled up to school in that like it was no one's business, man. I was that bitch that day. People came up running to me like, oh my god, your costume's so cool. And I was like, yeah, I know. I made it. What did you do this year? Nothing. She's going S tier. Don't ask me why. I'm proud of this one. Okay. Oh my god. This one. So this one is controversial to me because I was wearing a costume that my sister had previously worn a few years before that was way too small for me because I was like 11 at this point. And it was definitely like giving slutty pirate vibes, but I was 11. That's not. I had tights on, but they weren't the like regular kind. They were the kind that only go up your legs, so they kept slipping down, and I literally just like had my little butt out. And it was horrible because like I was just like, I didn't really realize that the costume wasn't gonna fit until I already put it on. And I also had to wear my mom's like boots that were giving mom, no offense. And yeah, very awkward Halloween because I was aware that too much of my body was exposed. And for my comfort, it was cold too, and I was just like uncomfortable at that point. So she's definitely going in the category of E because, you know, there's like effort there, but not appropriate. Not appropriate, honey. Also, my sister being a Playboy bunny. Okay, jump scare. I've jump scared y'all with this photo before. This is me when I was Fiona. I had a little backpack and I had a cake doll in there, so I was Fiona and Cake. And it was actually a really fun costume. Unfortunately, I don't have it. I know I would still fit in it if I had it right now because I have not grown since I was 12. But very cute costume. Very horribly posed photo. I look miserable. I must have been having a bad day. I don't know. Cute costume regardless. I'm going to put her in the category B just because I love Adventure Time. So now I'm getting to the point where I'm not like a kid anymore, so Halloween wasn't like the most important thing to me for a while. I loved Halloween like the time of the year, but I stopped dressing up eventually because Halloween costumes are expensive. Going to the thrift store and finding something when you don't have a car is also kind of difficult, and I just wasn't good at it. So I reached a point where I was just kind of occasionally making a costume. If I couldn't piece something together that year, I probably just didn't wear anything, or I wore something that was from last year, which is what I'm doing right now. Awkward. So I believe this photo was when I was 15. I was 11 from Stranger Things. I had a waffle that I saran wrapped and carried around with me. Little bloody nose. I had a dress. I did not have the correct jacket. And yeah, I had a fun year. That year, my old best friend was also wearing an 11 outfit, but they had a way cooler one with like an Eggo trick-or-treat box. Really cool. I wish I had a photo of that. So we are going to put 11 in the category of E because very low effort. So this was the last costume that I had made myself. It was a crazy cat lady costume. I was 21? I was 20. I hate wearing costumes that aren't warm because where I live, the temperature drops very, very quickly at night and you're instantly like cold, and I don't do good in the cold, baby. So I wanted to wear something that would keep me warm, and this was my idea. So I had gone to the thrift store and found like little cat dolls, and I pinned them into, I don't even think I sewed them. I pinned them into my sweater, and I put fake blood so it looked like there was cats crawling all over me. And then I sprayed my hair all gray, and I was a crazy cat lady. It's a shame that I didn't have my glasses chain at the time because I really would have been fitting. But yeah, it was actually a really fun costume. I was at a Halloween party this year that I believe I was a partial host of that I could not afford, with people that did not care to really have me around. Anyways, crazy cat lady deserves a little bit more appreciation, so I'm gonna put her in the A tier because of the creativity. I thought that was like probably one of the most creative costumes I've ever done. It's something that I haven't seen other people do. I was looking for like a cane or a walker, but it felt like I didn't need it afterwards, so I was like, why am I gonna buy that? Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a little bit of fun watching me like make fun of myself, I guess, and going through my old Halloween costumes. I hope it inspires you to look through your old ones and just get a little nostalgic. I love nostalgia, like a drug to me. This year I'm not going to be anything because I'm actually traveling at the end of the year, and I'm just trying to focus on preparing myself for that. So I'm not spending money on Halloween stuff. I'm actually just doing Halloween activities and crafting Halloween things. Very fun. This is like my last spooky video of like the whole year, and it's so sad because I started in like July because I love spooky season. If you guys enjoyed watching and you like this kind of video and you want to see me switch up my style a little bit more in my content, let me know. Subscribe and give me a thumbs up so I know. I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween season, and happy Halloween to you. I will see you next time if you care to come around.